Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Morning Meta. I am yours truly, Travis Spencer. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, we do our breath practice. So we'll begin with a brief grounding practice, followed by setting the intention for today. We'll also do a centering thought, the main practice, then we'll have a call to action, and we'll wrap everything up. So let's begin with our grounding. I like grounding on the breath. So the invitation is we're going to do 3 breaths. We're going to inhale deeply, and then we're going to exhale out of the mouth, allowing the body to relax and being as present as we can with the breath. So let's begin. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Once again, inhaling deeply, exhaling. All right. I hope that grounding practice supported you in becoming present as we move to setting the intention for today. Now, setting an intention for today, the day is really about thinking about how you want your day to go and releasing that, but thinking about the day. And then the invitation is to think of something positive, um, and then release that and be open and willing to allow the day to unfold. So we'll take 5 or 10 seconds, and the invitation is to come up with your intention. Let's begin. All right, let's move forward. And we're moving forward with our centering thought. So, our centering thought today is from the ancestor W.E.B. Du Bois. And the thought is the cost of liberty is less than the price of repression. And you know, if it's nice, we got to read it twice. The cost of liberty is less than the price of repression. All righty. So that's something for you to marinate on. So now for our breath practice today, we're going to focus our awareness on the 3 places that it's often easy to access the breath. So, and that's the nose, the chest, and the belly. And we're going to do 3 breaths, focused breaths in those 3 places. All right. And then the invitation is going to be to take that practice into the rest of your day. But let's begin. So, inviting you to find a comfortable seated position, allowing the back to be straight, but not rigid or tight. And if you're doing other things, you may be in the car, you may be working, or moving about. The invitation is to still anchor on the breath and in the places that we're going to be naming and focusing our awareness on. All right, so let's just take 3 breaths just to support us in regrounding and so that we can begin the practice. Let's begin. Now we're going to begin at the belly, and we're going to do diaphragmatic breathing, which means as you inhale, the belly goes out from the body, and as you exhale, the belly comes in. So I'm going to invite you to do this practice, but not force the belly out from the body. Do it with a gentle intention and awareness of the belly going out. If you find it difficult, then the invitation is to take care of yourself and do as much as you can. And we're going to do 3 breaths at the belly. So let's begin. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, belly goes out. Exhaling, belly comes in. Inhaling, belly goes out again. Exhaling, and the belly comes in. All right. Now we're moving our awareness to the chest. The invitation is to take your right hand and place it at your heart center. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Once again, inhaling, exhaling. All right. Shifting our attention and awareness to the nose. And again, 3 breaths. And let's notice the sensation of breathing in the nose. So as you're inhaling, noticing the air as it enters the nostrils, and exhaling, noticing the air as it exits the nostrils. Let's begin. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Once again, inhaling, exhaling. And as you're doing this practice, if you find that your mind is wandering, that's perfectly natural. This practice, it takes time, but eventually you'll be able to focus your awareness a little better. And also remember that the mind wandering is a part of the practice. The mindfulness is in the coming back. All right. So now let's move to our call to action. So the call to action, I'm going to invite you to do this practice at least 3 times today, noticing the breath in the belly, the chest, and at the nose, and doing 3 breaths in each place, and do it 3 times today. Every time you do a practice like this, it will support you in building resilience. And resilience helps you with stress and helps you in stressful situations. And also, I want to note is that when you put the hand on the belly, or when you do diaphragmatic breathing, and when you put your hand on the chest and you do those deep breaths, you're cultivating the parasympathetic nervous system. And that part of your nervous system is your rest and digest part of the nervous system. And that's the part where the resilience is built. So I hope that was very helpful for you. That call to action, the 3 places for 3 breaths, 3 times today. All right. So good people, I want to invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I also want to invite you to share this with someone who you think can benefit